Okay, so here's the situation. Essentially, about like a week ago, I went to the ASAP Rocky concert. Actually, I got the shirt on right now. It's not even a coincidence. I did this on purpose. I don't know why I was about to lie to you guys. But anyways, regardless, I haven't been thinking about much other kind of music since then. So that's why we're doing a ASAP Rocky type beat today. All right, so I'm not trying to waste anybody's time, myself or yours. So let's get started. First off, melody, little piano loop. Like I said, actually I didn't say this earlier, so I'm lying to you. Essentially, quickly, piano loop here. I kind of just put together this little melody, and it's very basic. It's a little arpeggiation, and then we got some bass notes here, and this is what it sounds like. And with that, what I did essentially was I added a little EQ, as you can see right there. I also put some stereo shaper and reverb on it. And from there, I converted that to an audio clip, and I stretched it to make it slower. So this is what it sounds like now. And that's literally it for the melody. Like I said, the whole point is to keep it really simple, because I find that songs like Helicopter, for example, if you listen to it, like the melody itself is pretty basic and pretty repetitive, but it works because it's first of all, it's just a decent melody, but the drums really do a lot of the heavy lifting, I find, and it's the same thing can be said about this beat. So next, bass line, right? I know it looks a bit complicated. I got 4 different basses going on, 2 up here, 2 down here, but if you look at them closely, the notes, they're actually just the same variation of, or like they're just variations of the same little progression that I made here, right? So if you look at your first bass, it's just put this here. I went on GMS. I found this bass called Dirty Horse, I think, right? Yeah, Dirty Horse. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I took this bass and I essentially made this simple progression. And what I did here was I honestly just copied it over in another octave on a different track. So same Dirty Horse bass, just different octave. And that's already half the beat. You know what I mean? That's literally the main musical part of the beat. So now, without further ado, I guess I'm gonna get into the drums. Okay, so first off, hi-hats. Very simple. I just put them in a row or whatever, and then to kind of make them a little more interesting, I did this little neat trick here where I got rid of the first one of every loop, right? And what that does is it kind of makes it sound like the hi-hat's catching up to the beat, so it adds just a little bit more movement to your drums overall, and I personally really like the way that sounds. Second of all, to give it a bit more bounce, as you can see, I went with every single other hi-hat, and I turned its volume down, so that way it sounds it sounds like there's more movement to it, essentially. But yeah, so as for the kick and snare, what I did was honestly just take a basic kick, whatever, put it in a pattern that I thought sounded good. Very simple, you know, it doesn't have to be complicated, honestly. Next, I took a snare, and the only interesting thing I really did here is I overlaid the snare with a clap, and it's layered together. It sounds nice. Very simple. And then obviously you got to add a few other perks and open hats and whatnot. So I threw in a couple open hats, tried to make it sound kind of like something ASAP could work with. And then lastly, I threw in this cowbell, and that's really how you get that helicopter type of vibe here, because it's just that one little part of the drums that sticks out, and it really makes it, it elevates the whole sound. So very simple notes. I just put 2 near the end of the first one, 1 near the end of the last one. And actually, in terms of arrangement, I'm going to give you a secret sauce here. but in certain parts of the beat, you can just chop out your sound and then layer it as its own thing, like singular, so it gets a little, I don't know. And honestly, that's pretty much it. The last thing I did here was I also threw over a little EQ on the master just to make the intro sound a little nice, and obviously I turned that into an automation clip and I cut it so the beat can actually, well, play the beat, but this is how it sounds in the start. And yeah, so that pretty much does it. Before I go and show you all the beat, subscribe. That's about it. Yeah. Bye.